Today we're having a look at this bright brass Casablanca Delta II with a K4S and rosewood cane blades. I found this on Facebook Marketplace. So this fan's from 1989, and this fan has had flywheel disease, as it's known. The flywheel was completely destroyed. It was rock solid, and I put barely any force on it, and it snapped. But amazingly, it snapped after I got it, which is good, because if it snapped in the seller's possession, they could have just trashed it. So I found this on Marketplace, like I said. I was on a trip. It was not in my state, but I found it while I was on a trip. In case you're wondering if anyone has seen it, this is the one that was up there forever and ever for like $200. Then it had a $50 listing. So this, I'll tell the story of how I got it. Seller said they weren't going to be home throughout the week, and that was the week I went on this trip. So if I didn't get it while I was on this trip, I wouldn't have been able to get it. So what ended up happening was I had this brilliant idea, and I told them if they, I asked if they had a family member or a friend that can go to their house and put it on the porch for me while I send them a PayPal payment. And that's exactly what happened. So it was pouring rain out when I got it, so I asked them to cover it. They let their friend know, and it was covered with a bed sheet, so it was still all wet. It was sitting on the lawn. So I went there about an hour after they put it out. I was just praying the whole time that nobody stole it, but it was thankfully still there. And that's when I was able to load it up and get out of there. Has a new light switch because the original one snapped. Has a new flywheel, of course, and it also has new bearings, and I ended up shattering 2 of the switch housing arms. Try to use a glue there. You can see the cracked one on the left there, but it still has 2 of the arms holding it. That's never happened before, so that is kind of that, but it still works fine. And real quick, here's a picture of the original flywheel before it snapped. So you can see it was literally drooping downwards. It was stuck like that, and I actually still have a piece of the old flywheel here. Oh, this is how fragile it was. Yeah, just those few taps, and we got pieces of completely hardened rubber. So that was pretty much that. I don't know why I still have that around. Here's the light. And also, all 4 of the K4S arms were literally dangling by the wires because these screws came loose. But whatever, that was fine. I was able to just tighten them. I think I'm going to leave the light on because it shows the fan a lot better. Here's medium. The vent screens were also peeling off, so I ended up reattaching them. And real quick, I will show what I use to reattach these vent screens. If I can find it, here it is. Gorilla Clear Grip. At first I would always use this, which is the original Gorilla Glue, but it would expand and make a mess, and it was hard to clean up whatever leaked on top of the motor and whatnot. But the Clear Grip works perfectly and is very strong. And there's high speed. It runs very, very smooth. And that noise that you were hearing in the background was just a bag that it was blowing around. Also, I forgot to mention I had to re-glue one little piece of the cane inserts in one of the blades because it was peeling. But yeah, other than that, it's about all I have for this Casablanca Delta II.